Hey there, happy day 702 of What's She Up To Now. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, also known as Pajama Grandma, not in my pajamas. Been in my pajamas for a week. Influenza A has struck my household and everybody in the family's sick. So I missed Christmas this year and pretty much all of the holiday celebrations and festivities, as I will again this evening with New Year's Eve. Now, it's okay with me. I'm not a huge go out on New Year's Eve kind of person. I like to call it amateur night, where everybody on the planet feels like they need to go out on New Year's Eve and be stupid, and I just choose not to participate in that. At least for about the last 20 years, I've just not been interested in going out on New Year's Eve. I like to celebrate at home with my family, which this year I get to celebrate at home with my family because everybody's sick, so we'll probably be sitting around watching a movie, eating popcorn, blowing our noses, and coughing, because that seems to be the biggest symptom with this particular version of the flu that we've gotten. Mine has been just a terrible cough. Finally got some medication for it yesterday. And so that seems to be helping. So I can make at least a 2-minute video without hacking up a lung. It's been a roller coaster year. I always like to spend some time on New Year's Eve or New Year's Day or both, looking at where I am versus where I want to be in every area of my life. You know, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, relationships, and contribution. And I like to look at all those areas. I forgot one. Financial. I like to look at all those areas of my life and just take a quick check, a status check, and say, okay, here's where I want to be, here's where I am, and what am I going to do to go from where I am to where I want to be. Mostly I look at, what do I want? What do I want? Why do I want it? And what am I going to do next in order to move me toward that? And I do that for each of the areas of my life, each of the main areas of my life. And of course, that includes everything. Then that covers all of the bases and makes me feel good. Then I take a little bit of time and I think about and be grateful for what is the current situation. I just am grateful and thankful for all of the things that are in existence in my life, what's working, and I appreciate those things, and I'd be grateful for what they have given me so far. I then look and spend a couple of minutes thinking about all of the trials and tribulations that I've had during the past year, the things that have been a pain in the rear that haven't worked out right, or that have huge lessons to show me that I need to learn so I don't repeat those mistakes or those things that didn't go exactly as I had planned in the past. I don't dwell on them. I just look for the lesson and then I let them go. It's imperative that we let go the things that aren't serving us anymore. And I mean anything and everything that isn't serving us anymore. It might be too many magnifying glasses. It might be a relationship that's not serving you anymore. It might be a partner or a business that isn't serving you anymore. I've had to let go of entire businesses before because they were not good for me. They were actually eating away at my soul and killing me. We have to just look at those things and be willing to say, I don't need this in my life anymore. If it doesn't make you feel good, let it go. If it does make you feel good, be appreciative for it, grateful for it, and continue on with it. And then I also like to evaluate and just look at the things that are working, the things that I learned that have served me really well, the projects that went well, the relationships that are working. And I ask myself, how am I going to move forward doing those things that are working, continuing with the things that are serving me well into the next year, which is 2020, great year for me, vision year, love it. How do I move into the new year with those things moving with me to build upon those things to create what it is that I want in my life in each of those areas of my life? So I encourage you to take some time either today or tomorrow, because when will you do it otherwise, and ask yourself, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, contribution-wise, relationships and financially, how am I doing? Where am I? And where do I want to be? And then what is the next thing I'm going to do to get me to that spot? You don't have to think of all the things that you're going to go. Say I want to make $1 million a month. Okay, that's crazy, right? I want to make $1 million a month and I'm making 40,000. How do I get from 40,000 to $1 million? Well, I'm not going to go there immediately. I need to have ideas, but I don't need to have ideas of how I'm going to get there each step of the way, all the steps. I just need to know the next step. So what is the next one step that I'm going to take? And then just go take it. Go do it. Read the book. Research online. Jesus, Google something for goodness sake. Call a friend. suggestions, whatever it is, whatever that next step is for you, just take and do that next step. So what do you want? Why do you want it? What's the next step? That's it. That is my whole New Year's 2020 plan and strategy in a nutshell. And actually, it's the secret strategy that gets all of us anything that we want. We as human beings, we make everything so freaking complicated and so hard. I was thinking about this today. I was thinking about all of the things that I've learned in the last couple of years only, just even in the last couple of years, about online businesses versus offline businesses. And a lot of the emphasis has been on marketing and communications and storytelling and sales and metrics and numbers and all kinds of detailed things about how to build and do things online, technical things. And I've learned a ton of stuff, most of which I'm not using or not applying because it's all ancillary. It's all extra stuff that we don't need to actually serve the people that we're here to serve on the planet, to do what it is that we're here to do as human beings and as individuals and as business builders. And so this is going to be a year for me of getting back to the basics, the foundations of what I know, and sharing that, not sharing all the complicated tips and tricks and hacks and strategies. And yep, I'll share those too and teach people those as well, but that's not my core focus. My core focus is going to be going forward with what I know to be true, what I know we all need to do to get what it is that we want, because it's the same for all of us. The process is the same for everybody, no matter who you are, no matter what you know, no matter what experiences you've had. The process of getting what you want is the same for you as it is for me, as it is for President Trump or Tony Robbins or Russell Brunson. Obviously, been doing a lot of marketing and personal development stuff that they come to my mind. But for anyone else on the planet, the process is the same for all of us, and we can boil it down. We can just implement that process in our lives and make it work for us, or we can continue to struggle and chase shiny objects and continue to learn and grow and read and develop, which we should do as well. But every time we read something, we tend to be focusing on that thing. And if we're chasing that thing, are we really chasing what it is that we want to accomplish, what we want to do, what we want to be, what we want to have, what we want to create here? Or is it we're following someone else's dream? We're following their plan, their map. And that can help us and shortcut us if we feel drawn to that and compelled to follow that. But we'll never get the success that we're here to achieve if we're trying to be someone else than who we really are. The real secret is just to be yourself and to build upon your unique gifts and what you have here that nobody else can offer, that no one else can be. No one else on the planet can be you and can be a better you than you. Only you can. Yes, that's my windy philosophy for today. So be loving, love being, be you. I've been saying that for probably a decade now, and I think it's time that I get back to the basics of that I need to understand that I am all about love and being loving toward myself and toward other people. Loving being, just being and existing and being a human being on this planet should be something that we revel in, that we're excited about, and that we delight in every single day. Being yourself, nobody can do it better than you. So just be yourself and be happy. Would love to know what you're planning for 2020, and if I can help you in any way, hit me up. I was thinking this morning about the Women's Summit that I did last year, early in the year, and the incredible value, and that I didn't move forward with that because life got in the way and got distracting, and I went in other directions, which, that's one of the lessons that I learned this year is don't be distracted from your main trajectory, what it is that your core purpose is and what it is that you want to do and serve and who you want to be here on the planet. And like everybody else, it's easy to get distracted and to get pulled into other people's dramas and other people's lives and other people's priorities if you're not careful. And sometimes it's essential, and sometimes we choose. I chose to be pulled into someone else's priorities with respect to certain areas of the relationship. And in other areas, I just flim-flammed around a little bit. And so that's some lessons learned to move forward in 2020. That's it. That's all I've got today. I'm going to go hang out with my Influenza A family. I wish you an absolutely amazing new year. And of course, I will be with you tomorrow in the new year. Yay, day 703 it's going to be. And I will admit that in the last week, I actually missed 2 days of doing videos. I missed Christmas Day and Sunday. This Sunday I missed. What's today? Today's Tuesday. Sunday. Just because I was coughing so much, I couldn't make videos. It was ridiculous. I couldn't go even a minute without coughing. But that's better. Anyway, have an amazing day as I'm getting a tickle in my throat. And if I can help you, hit me up in the comments below. Otherwise, Happy New Year, and I will be with you tomorrow.